The giant panda, also known by its scientific name Ailuropoda melanoleuca, is one of the most recognizable and beloved animals in the world. Instantly recognizable by its distinctive black and white fur pattern, the giant panda has become a global symbol of wildlife conservation. Native to China, pandas inhabit the mountainous regions of Sichuan, Shaanxi, and Gansu provinces, where they rely on bamboo forests for their primary source of food. Despite their popularity, giant pandas are an endangered species, with only around 1,800 individuals remaining in the wild. Over the years, they have become a focal point for international conservation efforts, as scientists and wildlife organizations work to preserve and protect these unique animals from extinction. The biology of the giant panda is as fascinating as it is unique. Although they are classified as members of the bear family, Ursidae, pandas have several adaptations that set them apart from other bear species. Unlike most bears, which are omnivorous, giant pandas have evolved to rely almost exclusively on bamboo as their primary food source. Bamboo is low in nutrients, and to compensate, pandas consume massive quantities of it each day. They spend up to 14 hours a day eating, consuming as much as 20 to 40 pounds of bamboo daily to meet their energy needs. To aid in their bamboo-centric diet, pandas have developed a specialized pseudothumb, a modified wrist bone, that allows them to grasp bamboo stalks with remarkable dexterity. This adaptation enables pandas to strip bamboo leaves and consume the plants more efficiently, showcasing the unique evolutionary path they have taken. Pandas are solitary animals by nature, preferring to roam their bamboo-filled territories alone. Their solitary lifestyle is largely due to their diet, as the low energy yield from bamboo makes it difficult to support large social groups. Pandas have relatively small territories compared to other bears, and they mark their territories using scent glands located beneath their tails. Despite being solitary, pandas communicate with each other through a variety of vocalizations and scent markings. During the mating season, which occurs in spring, pandas will come together to breed, with females typically giving birth to 1 or 2 cubs in late summer or early autumn. Panda cubs are born tiny and helpless, weighing only about 100 grams at birth, about the size of a stick of butter. The mother panda is solely responsible for raising her cubs, and she demonstrates remarkable care and devotion, often cradling her newborns in her paws and keeping them warm and protected. The reproductive habits of pandas are another area of interest, as they present unique challenges for conservationists. Pandas have one of the lowest reproductive rates among mammals, with females being fertile for only a few days each year. This narrow fertility window, combined with the panda's solitary lifestyle, makes successful breeding in the wild relatively rare. Additionally, panda cubs are vulnerable in their early months, and many do not survive to adulthood due to natural causes or environmental pressures. In response, conservationists have developed breeding programs in captivity to help increase panda numbers. Through careful management and research, these breeding programs have achieved significant successes, with many captive-born pandas eventually being reintroduced into the wild to bolster wild populations. The diet of the giant panda is a unique example of dietary specialization. While pandas are technically classified as carnivores due to their digestive anatomy, they have adapted to a herbivorous diet, with bamboo making up over 99% of their food intake. Although they occasionally eat other plants and, rarely, small animals, bamboo remains their primary food source. This reliance on bamboo has led to a specialized digestive system that, despite being adapted for a carnivorous diet, has undergone changes to help pandas process the fibrous bamboo material. However, pandas are not particularly efficient at digesting bamboo, which is why they must consume such large quantities to obtain adequate nutrition. Their digestive tract is relatively short, similar to that of other bears, and they lack the complex stomach compartments seen in herbivores like cows, which are designed to break down cellulose more effectively. As a result, pandas extract only a limited amount of energy from bamboo, necessitating their constant foraging and feeding behavior. The habitat of the giant panda is another key factor in their conservation. Pandas are highly dependent on specific types of bamboo forests that grow in the mountainous regions of central China. These forests provide not only a steady food source but also cover and shelter from harsh weather. Over the years, however, the panda's habitat has been significantly reduced due to human activity, such as deforestation, agriculture, and urban expansion. Habitat loss has fragmented panda populations, making it difficult for individuals to find mates and limiting their ability to roam and establish territories. Fragmentation also increases the risk of inbreeding, which can reduce genetic diversity and make panda populations more susceptible to diseases and environmental changes. Recognizing the critical importance of habitat preservation, the Chinese government, in partnership with various international conservation organizations, has established numerous protected areas and nature reserves to safeguard panda habitats and provide safe corridors for pandas to move between fragmented forest areas. Despite their reliance on bamboo, pandas are surprisingly versatile in their habitat preferences, able to tolerate a range of temperatures and elevations as long as their food supply remains stable. However, climate change poses a new and significant threat to pandas and their bamboo forests. Rising temperatures and altered precipitation patterns can disrupt the growth cycles of bamboo, potentially leading to food shortages for pandas in certain areas. As bamboo forests shift in response to changing climatic conditions, pandas may be forced to move to higher elevations or new regions, which may not always be available or suitable for their needs. Conservationists are actively studying the potential impacts of climate change on panda habitats and working to develop strategies to mitigate these effects. Pandas hold a special place in Chinese culture and have been revered for centuries as symbols of peace and harmony. Historically, they were believed to possess mystical qualities, and their pelts were sometimes gifted to emperors as tokens of goodwill. Today, pandas remain an important part of Chinese heritage, and they are often used as ambassadors of diplomacy, symbolizing friendship and goodwill between nations. The practice of panda diplomacy, in which China lends pandas to foreign zoos, has helped to raise awareness of panda conservation efforts worldwide and foster international cooperation in protecting these animals. In many ways, pandas have transcended their status as a single species to become a global icon of conservation, inspiring people around the world to take action in preserving biodiversity and protecting endangered species. In captivity, pandas continue to play an important role in research and conservation efforts. Zoos and research centers around the world have established breeding programs to study panda behavior, health, and reproduction. These programs have led to significant breakthroughs in understanding the species, particularly in areas like reproductive biology and cub rearing. By studying pandas in captivity, scientists have been able to apply their findings to wild populations, helping to improve survival rates for wild pandas and inform habitat management practices. Captive-bred pandas have even been successfully reintroduced into the wild in some cases, demonstrating the potential for breeding programs to aid in the recovery of endangered species. The challenges facing pandas are significant, but the progress made in recent decades offers hope for their future. Conservation initiatives, such as the establishment of protected reserves, habitat restoration, and the creation of wildlife corridors, have contributed to stabilizing and even increasing panda populations. Additionally, education and awareness campaigns have helped to change public attitudes towards panda conservation, both in China and internationally. Many people are now aware of the importance of preserving panda habitats and supporting sustainable practices that minimize human impact on the environment. The collective efforts of governments, conservation organizations, and individuals have shown that, with dedicated action, it is possible to protect endangered species and restore ecosystems. In recent years, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, downgraded the giant panda's status from endangered to vulnerable, marking a significant achievement in conservation. While this change reflects the positive impact of conservation efforts, it also serves as a reminder that continued vigilance is necessary. Pandas remain vulnerable to habitat loss, climate change, and other pressures, and the work to protect them is far from over. Ongoing conservation efforts aim to expand protected areas, promote sustainable land use, and mitigate the effects of climate change on panda habitats. By continuing these efforts, conservationists hope to secure a stable future for pandas in the wild and prevent a relapse in population decline. In conclusion, the giant panda is a remarkable species that embodies the resilience and adaptability of wildlife. From their unique bamboo-based diet to their complex reproductive behaviors, pandas have evolved to thrive in specialized habitats, overcoming challenges that make them both endearing and endangered. Their conservation has become a global priority, with countries around the world rallying to protect these animals and ensure their survival. As pandas continue to inspire conservation efforts and symbolize the interconnectedness of all living things, they remind us of the importance of protecting biodiversity and the fragile ecosystems that sustain life on Earth. Through continued research, habitat preservation, and international cooperation, there is hope that future generations will be able to appreciate the giant panda in the wild, a living symbol of the success that can be achieved through collective conservation action.